Hey there, and welcome. If you're getting ready for the PTE academic exam, I know some hearts can feel a bit overwhelming, but you don't have to worry. Today, we're going to tackle one of the trickiest parts, the Summarize Written Text task, and break it down into really simple, manageable steps. Trust me, by the end of this, you're going to feel so much more confident, and you'll have a clear plan to get a great score. So here's our game plan for today. First, we'll make sure we really get what the task is all about. Then, I'll show you a super simple 3-step process you can use every single time. After that, we'll zoom in on the one-sentence rule, and this part is absolutely crucial. Finally, we'll put it all together and actually build a perfect summary, step by step. Okay, first things first, let's make sure we understand the basics of this task. Think of this part as our blueprint. You wouldn't build a house without looking at the plan first, right? Well, it's exactly the same here. Once you understand the rules of the game, it becomes so much easier to win. So, what's our main goal here? It's actually pretty simple. You're going to read a short piece of text, and your job is to pull out all the main ideas and wrap them up in just one single, perfect sentence. You see, this task is pretty clever because it's actually testing 2 skills at the same time. Your reading, can you spot the important stuff? And your writing, can you connect those ideas together smoothly? Let's talk numbers, but don't worry, it's easy stuff. During the test, you'll probably get 2 of these summary questions, and for each one, you get a full 10 minutes. But here's the part you really have to remember. Your final sentence has to be between 5 and 75 words, not 4 and not 76. That little window is your target, so you've always got to keep it in mind. Now, I know this might sound a little scary at first, but here's a really cool way to think about it. It's kind of like a Twitter challenge, just with higher stakes. The goal is to get a big idea across, but you have a very limited space. You have to fit a whole story into one long, beautiful sentence. It's all about making every single word count. Okay, so we know what we're supposed to do, but how do we actually do it, especially when the clock is ticking? Well, that's where our toolkit comes in. I'm going to give you a simple 3-step process that you can rely on every single time. All right, this is your foolproof recipe for success. It's just 3 steps: hunt, build, and proofread. That's it. First, you'll hunt for the main ideas. Second, you'll build your sentence by connecting them. And third, you'll do a final, super careful proofread. If you just follow these steps in this order, you'll stay calm and get the job done right. For our first step, the hunt, think of yourself as a detective. Give yourself maybe 4 minutes or so for this part. As you read the text, your only job is to find the main clues, the main ideas. You can just ignore all the extra stuff, like specific dates, numbers, or examples. Just focus on finding those big, central points. Try to find about 3 key phrases. So, once you've found your key phrases, it's time for step 2, the sentence build. Again, aim for about 4 minutes here. Now, all you have to do is connect those phrases together, and you can do this using simple joining words, words like and, but, or because. These words are going to be your best friends for this task. And now for the final step, the strict proofread. And listen. This is so, so important. Please don't ever skip this. You should have about 2 minutes left, and you need to use them wisely. Check for 3 simple things. Do you have a capital letter at the very beginning? Do you have only 1 period at the very end? And is your word count between 5 and 75? These little checks can be the difference between a good score and a great score. Okay, let's pause for a second. We need to talk about the number 1 most important rule for this entire task. Seriously, if you forget everything else I've said, please remember this. We're going to cover the rule itself, the tools you can use to follow it, and the traps that you definitely need to avoid. And here it is, the golden rule. Your summary has to be 1 single sentence. That means you are only allowed 1 period, and it has to be at the very, very end of your sentence. No other periods anywhere else. This rule isn't just a suggestion. It's everything. And this slide right here shows you exactly why this rule is a total game changer. Look at the example on the left. Urban gardening is popular. It helps the environment. See those 2 sentences? 2 periods. If you write that, your score is an automatic 0. But now look to the right. We just added 1 little word, because, and now it's 1 sentence. That version can get a high score. See how powerful that 1 tiny rule is? So you might be asking, how do I connect my ideas safely without messing up? Great question. Let's look at your best tools. Simple conjunctions like and, but, or so are always a safe bet. You can also use relative clauses with words like which, who, or that to add more info. And if you're feeling a little more adventurous, the semicolon is a fantastic pro-level tool, and we'll talk a bit more about that in a minute. All right, now for the warnings. These are the traps you absolutely have to avoid. If you make any of these mistakes, you'll automatically get a score of 0 for the whole question. So let's say it one more time. Only one sentence, don't write less than 5 words, and don't write more than 75 words. As long as you stay inside those lines, you're good to go. Okay, enough talk. We've got the theory, we've got the rules, and we've got our toolkit. Now it's time to put it all into action. Let's walk through a real example together, step by step, and build a perfect summary from the ground up. So take a look at this. This is a pretty typical passage you might see on the exam. It's talking about how the internet has changed things for businesses and advertising. So let's use our 3-step process, hunt, build, and proofread, and see if we can turn this into a perfect summary. All right, let's break this down together using our plan. For step 1, the hunt, I've looked through and found 3 main ideas. First, the internet changed marketing. Second, digital marketing is more precise. And third, it's more cost-effective. Now for step 2, the build, we'll try using connecting words like which and while to link them. And then we'll do our final polish in step 3. And here's what we end up with. Let me read it out. The internet has transformed modern business operations by shifting focus from traditional advertising to digital marketing, which allows for more precise audience targeting while remaining significantly more cost-effective. It's just one flowing sentence that captures all of the main ideas. Beautiful. So why is this a perfect answer? Let's quickly break it down. First, the form. It's exactly one sentence. Perfect. The word count is 36, which is right in that sweet spot between 5 and 75. The content is great. It has all the key ideas from the original text. And the grammar is smooth and correct. It checks all the boxes. And before we wrap up, I've got one last pro tip for you. I call this the semicolon hack. You can think of a semicolon as a kind of soft period. It's perfect when you have 2 complete ideas that are really closely related. If you're not sure how to join them with a word like and or because, a semicolon is often the safest and easiest way to connect them while still keeping everything in one sentence. It's a really great tool to have in your back pocket. And there you have it. That's really everything you need to know to master the Summarize Written Text task. You've got the blueprint, you've got the toolkit, and you've seen how to build a perfect answer. Just remember that simple process: hunt, build, and proofread. Now you have everything you need to go out there and practice with confidence. You're ready to build your first perfect sentence.